I chose combat related because I've always wanted to go in something that was like more than what like the females would have before these jobs opened up. I've always wanted to do something more.
And I chose combat engineering because I wanted to do something different, and this had just opened up the females, and I wanted to lead the path for other female soldiers. I feel like the whole job itself will be challenging in a way, just because, I mean, we are females. It's obviously going to be harder for us, but it doesn't mean we can't do it.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be like more physically demanding than like the rest of the jobs. Well, probably not rest of the jobs, they're probably all physically demanding, but maybe just like a little bit more physically demanding.
My impression of the ladies was that they're excited, they're motivated, they're extremely encouraged because this is a first for females going into combat engineering. So they're extremely humbled because this is going to be an opportunity that's going to be, you know, groundbreaking again. And so they're excited. I'm so excited for them, and they're really encouraged, and it looks like their mind is in the right place to where they know that there are going to be challenges, but that they're prepared to take care of it, and they're prepared to get out there and do what they need to do, and they know that they've got a support network back at home waiting for them to complete this huge task of becoming a combat engineer.
If I'm going to be honest, the single thing that attracted me to a combat engineer was the demolition. Blowing things up. It sounds pretty awesome.
The thing that attracted me the most to combat engineering is the challenge itself of the job and blowing stuff up. No one in my family knew what it meant at all, so I had them like research the information, and when they did find out, they were nervous, but they were proud of me.
That's how my grandma was. Like, she didn't know what it was at first, and she's like, well, what does your job even consist of? And I was like, well, demolition, blowing stuff up, and she's like, well, that's not good. I said, I'll be fine, it's okay.
Well, they're helping change the attitude of women in the Army by stepping up and accepting that challenge. One of the biggest things that we just heard on television was the 2 Rangers that just completed Ranger School, a very challenging course, but they persevered through, they handled all of the challenges that their male counterparts did, and they made history. Well, these young ladies are doing the same thing. And so they know they're actually standing on the shoulders of a lot of other females who were the first. So this is really going to be something for them to take home and say that we've done something not just for ourselves, but for women in the Army, period, and those who want to come in the military.
The 2 females that just graduated from Ranger School, I think is probably the coolest thing I've seen.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty awesome that they did that.
I think that'll put a path like way in the minds of many girls. I think that's just awesome.
A lot of times people look at females as being the weaker of the gender because we're more emotional. But tears doesn't mean that you're afraid, and tears doesn't mean that you're weak. It just shows that you're emotional. However, those emotions can charge you up and drive you to be even better than your counterparts. And I've found tears in my eyes at times when I was going through, but it just motivated me to push even harder.
I felt really special when the commander came, and just to see us two, that's a huge honor.
It's exciting.
And I teared up. I'm not gonna lie.
I was nervous the whole time.
Starstruck. Like, it was crazy. I think when she was talking about the impact that we would have on other women, I think that really touched my heart. Like, it just made me way more excited to do this than I already was.
What I would say to other females thinking about going for a combat job would be, what she was going to say was go for it. You're pretty much just making a pathway for everybody else, and it's just going to show everybody that you're just as strong and just as capable of doing a job as anyone else is. That's what I would say.
I just think it's awesome that females are stepping up and taking a role, you know.
The advice that I would give to other females is to take that charge or take that challenge and go with it. Understand that you may be setting that stage for another young lady who has the skill, who has the willpower, who has the determination to do it. Well, you're the ones that can help push them to that level of success.